I love the rift. You don't get any of that ice water you get up north. Sure, it rains from time to time, but most days it's just an endless parade of clouds rocking gently to sleep, like a living lullaby. Guilty on both counts. Although my wife is the true artist, the way the sight of her makes my knees buckle. Yes, although my love worries it might be dangerous. Spriggans, wolves, and bears live in these forests. Well, we can outrun the Spriggans, avoid the bears, and appease the wolves. I figure I can just throw some meat on the ground and they'll fight each other for it. Of course, she says wheats don't make for a more appetizing meal. She scampered off the shore stone to ask for directions. I assured her we need only follow the road, but she wants to be sure. She wanted to take a wagon, but I insisted we walk. I told her we're here to see the fall forest, so it would make no sense not to. I haven't told her the real reason we're here is to adopt a child. That part is a surprise. If we could, I imagine there would be a litter of kittens stumbling after us. However, while Mara blessed us with true love, in her wisdom she made it impossible for Khajiit and Nord to sire children. It's likely no coincidence that Honor All Orphanage is in Riften, where her temple resides. This is Mara's will. Yes, it's strange how much it affects me. They say that's why I can write such visceral poetry. Most Nords know the cold so well they can see it as plain as the stars, but they can't transfer that feeling into words. I suspect it's because to them that feeling is no different than warmth, so it gets lost in translation. For me, I know the cold like it's my sister. Only we're the type of siblings that never get along. Lately, it's only gotten worse. I wish I knew. Every night I go to bed, a chill starts to worm its way beneath my skin. If I do manage to sleep, I dream it's so cold my teeth are frozen solid, and eventually they just crumble in my mouth. I do. You see, she's a Khajiit, and having her fur pressed against my skin is a great help. However, even with my love nestled beside me, this cold is like a frozen dagger. It claws at my very soul. Farewell to you, good traveler. May all your roads lead to warm sands.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you, my love. The way you wander about, sometimes I wonder if I need to buy you a leash.
My dear, I apologize. I wander because I know our love ties us together. There is no need for earthly bonds.
Why did I have to fall for a poet? There was that nice blacksmith in Riverwood. He would have made for a good husband.
Yes, except for the fact that he was happily married.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Anyone who says that has never laid eyes upon you.
My love, one of these days your flattery won't work on me. But today is not that day.
Then let us hurry to Riften, my dear, before the next one arrives.
Can I help you?
This is why you
If you're
came
looking for a
here?
bed, this
You
is the wrong
want to
place.
adopt a child?
I
Watch
don't know
what you're
why I
doing.
bother.
My dear, I thought you'd be happy. You always said you wanted children.
Someday, yes. When my whiskers start to fall, your hair turns gray, and the libraries are filled with your poetry. Then I will want nothing more than to share our love with another. But not now.
Your whiskers will never fall, my love, and my hair has long started to gray.
Your flattery won't work, Yoli. Not this time. You know as well as I that we are in no position to adopt. Seriously, Pioli, a child? By Segunda, I thought we were here to see the forest. I thought we came to Riften to... Damn you, poet. Damn you. The one time you decide not to be romantic.
My love, I don't know what happened. We've never fought before. I've always been honest with her about wanting children. You're right. I thought she would be overwhelmed with joy. Maybe she told me how she really felt and I couldn't see the forest for the trees. Friend, do you think you can talk to her for me? Maybe you can provide some comfort, whereas I will only arouse her anger. Thank you. She's still up there. I thought I heard weeping, but I fear she does not want to see me.
Yes?
Just remember, just leave me all the food. Let's go.
That idiot! A child! What was he thinking? What kind of couple adopts before marriage? My Curly does not think that far ahead. He is like a child, always falling victim to whim. Yet even then, he is not so foolish as to put the cart before the horse. I don't understand why he thinks this is okay. I can always tell when he has a secret. The corner of his mouth twists up into this impish little grin. When he said we were coming to Riften, I was certain he was going to propose. And then I could tell him that I was wrong about him. I was wrong about us. That all this was worth it in the end. Now I fear I may vanish from this world, having never had that question answered. Yoli thinks we keep no secrets, but I have never told him the truth. I am already dead. Appearances can deceive. How else can you explain why I never hunger and never sleep? But every night, I stay with him and hope that if I can keep him warm, there will come a time when he does not tremble. We met at the temple. He came there to pray. I came there to die. I no longer wanted any part of this world. I knelt before the gods, asked for a safe passage, and plunged the dagger into my heart. That's when I heard the scream. It was Yoli running to my side. I remember tilting my head back as the life faded from my body. He wasn't the handsomest man, and his arms quivered as he held me. Yet there was something there. A spark. Part of me knew it wasn't love. The gods wouldn't be so cruel. But another part of me wanted just one more day, one more minute to find out if it was. I awoke the next morning with my wound dressed. Gioli said I missed my heart by an inch. But deep down, I knew I had not.
My love, is this true?
Gioli, you were listening the whole time?
Yes, I apologize. The floorboards here are thin. But no matter. Are you really dying?
I'm not dying, love. I'm dead. And what difference does it make when I am dead to you?
Is that what this is about? You don't understand, Inari. My parents never married. They said true love requires no title, trinkets, or ceremony to hold it together. It just is.
Yoli, you fool! Did you ever consider your father was just too cheap to buy an amulet of Mara?
You could be right, but they loved each other deeply. And that's what I wanted for us.
My love, I am sorry. I never knew. It's just, I am on borrowed time and I thought...
I don't understand. I saved you that day. The apothecary said you made a full recovery, and you are as stunning today as the day we met.
Flattery will not save me. Words are just words.
My dear, you are mistaken. Words are eternal, and I will prove it to you when I speak them at the temple.
Then, you wish to marry?
Of course, my love. I don't know what illness you think you have, but if your time is truly short, then I want to spend it as man and wife. Friend, I would like some, time alone with my beloved. Can you do us a favor and arrange the wedding? It would be a great help. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to the both of us. I know you are probably busy, but I hope you find time to attend the ceremony.
Welcome to the Temple of Mara. Me? Are you sure? I did tell you I was cursed, right? That's what people always say. And then they both come back a month later and toss their wedding rings in my face. Not at the same time, of course. Most of them can't stand being around each other. You think so? I almost believe you. All right. Bring those two lovebirds over and I'll marry them. I mean, I won't be marrying them as in me being their wife. I'll be marrying them from behind the altar. Oh, you know what I mean.
If it is not too much trouble, we would like to have the wedding now.
Now? As in, right now?
We are trespassing, friend.
Everyone?
This is an animal home.
Bride and groom at the altar. Everybody else, stay where you are. All right, deep breaths. There's no such thing as curses. So, if everyone's ready, let's begin the ceremony. It was Mara who first gave birth to all of creation and pledged to watch over us as her children. It is from her love of us that we first learned to love one another. It is from this love that we learn that a life lived alone is no life at all. We gather here today under Mara's loving gaze to bear witness to the union of two souls in eternal companionship. May they journey forth together in this life and the next, in prosperity and poverty, and in joy and in hardship. You, sir, do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever?
My Inari, my darling, my muse.
Okay, what's going on? You're supposed to say I do.
Our love began that day in the temple as a single candle, and as the seasons passed, it has only burned brighter. We will let this light guide us from cold snow to warm sands, for not even death can extinguish its flame.
Forgive me, Coyote. That day, when I plunged the dagger in my chest, I was certain it had struck my heart. But it was never a dagger, was it? It was always you. And on this, our wedding day, I have never been more in love. I have never felt more alive.
By Mara. That was beautiful. But I'm not sure I can marry you until you say I do.
My apologies, priest. I do, now and forever.
As do I, now and forever.
Under the authority of Mara, the divine of love, I declare this couple to be wed. I present the two of you with these matching rings, blessed by Mara's divine grace. May they protect each of you in your new life together.
Moons guide you.
Well, they're married. For now. I hear that couple I wed is still together. This is like a personal record for me.
Many thanks. I don't think I would have ever seen this day if it was not for your help. Moon's
I
bliss.
thank you for coming and for helping my love, I mean my wife, learn to live with it. My only regret is that my parents weren't alive to see this. Maybe they would have followed us down the aisle if they saw how beautiful a simple ceremony could be. Sometimes, even when you know something is true in your soul, it's still nice to say the word. I suppose that's the essence of poetry, putting it all into words. Perhaps I will no longer write about the cold, but this warmth I feel in my heart. couldn't have happened without you. The spirit of Mara flows through you like an autumn wind. We were both two falling leaves who got swept up in your current, and you gave us one last dance before we touched the ground. Thank you.